We are with Yigit Alpogan, Deputy Secretary General for the UFM. Could you explain the role of the UFM to teenagers?
Yes, UFM has been established in 2008 and actually started to work in 2010. That means we have completed 4 years, and it is an organization that has 6 priority areas. If I can list them very briefly, it is mainly transport and urban development, environment, energy, social and civic affairs, which covers the questions in today's world related to women, youth and young people. We have also one other specialization area, higher education and universities. And the last one is business development, which is trying to be a little bit at least helpful in the field of economic development of the Mediterranean region. Therefore, we have 6 priority areas in which we work, and our work is based on projects. Therefore, we receive projects from the member countries of UFM. UFM, I should say at this stage, that has 42 member states, all around the Mediterranean countries, and from the countries we receive projects from governments, from universities, from private sector, civil society organizations, and in this way we are trying to respond to the needs and requirements of the peoples around the Mediterranean. Of course, young people is an important sector of our attention. In fact, as I said a little earlier, we have a division specifically dealing with the projects concerning the youth problems and to develop the situation and the capabilities of the young people in the region. Maybe I will go a little bit further in depth later, but at this stage I would like to underline that young people is one of our priority areas.
What's the main goal that you'd like to reach with young people?
Basically, I can divide it into 2 areas. By higher education and research division, we are trying to realize exchanges between the southern Mediterranean countries and the northern Mediterranean countries by scholarships, by creating opportunities for the people to visit the other side of the countries, and these are mainly around the access of master programs or PhD programs.
There are some projects going on about these topics. Yesterday we talked with Aaron Farrugia, which is a Maltese politician. He attended the cultural exchanges with the USA politician system some years ago for young people. There are these kind of projects going on right now on the Mediterranean area.
Yes, there are this kind of projects going on. I should say that the center of the activity is the Euro-Mediterranean University, EMUNI it is called in short, and EMUNI's headquarters is based in Slovenia. But EMUNI is not one university, is not one campus. EMUNI is actually a system of universities all around the Mediterranean, and I think there is more than 200 universities now in a way associated with EMUNI. And through these universities, student exchange programs, master programs, PhD programs are done. And we have now, I think, at this stage, running 2 different master studies and PhD programs, which help the students from both sides of the Mediterranean to visit the country on the other side of the Mediterranean, for instance, northern from the European students to go to the south, and as well to the southern countries to Europe, and study in different climates, in different academic environments, and to get their degrees. By which we, of course, our aim is try to be helpful for the economic development of the countries by having those students higher education, which when they go back to their countries could be of use and could be helpful to their countries.
In the last few years, the Mediterranean Sea didn't seem to be the real center of the European politic. Why do you think this happened? Are there the political instabilities in some areas of the Mediterranean the only thing to blame?
Actually, I should say that Union for the Mediterranean has no relationship to the politics. We are a technical organization, and of course we keep in sight the political developments in the region, but these are not our major concern. What is our concern is to develop, first of all, understanding, friendship, and through this economic development of in general terms, the Mediterranean region. Maybe, you are right in saying this, maybe it is one of our goals, try to compensate for the lack of attention in some areas to the Mediterranean region by trying to fulfill this gap with new projects and new economic strides which could be benefit to the peoples around the Mediterranean. So we are also feeling that we have an important role to play in the region, and we are a new organization, only 4 years old, but I can tell you that there are already 24 projects that are being implemented in the region, and or we are trying to implement not only in the youth and the university sector, of course, but as I told earlier, in other major economic and infrastructure areas like transport, for instance, like energy, for instance, like environment and climate change, for instance. So we know that we have a big job at hand, and we are just trying to be helpful in the region.
You talked about the importance of young people in this kind of projects. Is there a particular message that would you like to give them?
My particular message is that for the young people to become more interested in what the Union for the Mediterranean is doing, to pay more attention to the work of the Union for the Mediterranean. I have given you the address and all other coordinates of our organization. We are ready, especially we have a special division for the questions of the young people. So to get in touch with us, to ask questions, to explore possibilities, we are ready to extend any help when we meet young people, because this is part of our mandate.
Thank you very much.